I'm going to show you how to capture monsters in Monster Hunter Wild. So you're going to need tranqs, you're going to need traps, you're going to need a bunch of different stuff. So first thing you're going to need is ingredients for the trap. So what you can do here is at the bottom, you can press left or right on the D-pad, or mouse and keyboard, you just use your mouse. Go to the filter icons. Instead of display all, display the gathering ones. It'll make it easier to go through this. And then when you're going to go through here, you're going to look for sleep herbs, and you're going to set highlights on them. You're going to also do the same thing for the parashrooms. Additionally, if you don't have enough of the thunderbugs, then you'll want to do it for, I don't think there are thunderbugs in this area, but thunderbugs for the shock traps, and then spider webs for the nets for the pitfall traps. And then once you have all these listed, you'll be able to just look at the map normally, and they'll have these obvious icons on them. Makes it much easier to find them, much faster. Another thing you're going to need is ivy, if you don't have enough of that. And again, here's in the Windward Plains, you can find thunderbugs. You can find all the ingredients in the Windward Plains except for the spider web thing, which is in the forest, okay? So then once you have them highlighted, you're just going to go run around and grab them. But most of the ingredients, you can just grab them like this, or you can just manually walk up to them. There's parashroom, there's thunderbug capacitor, okay? And you'll just run around and grab all these because you'll need multiple types of traps, because not all monsters are vulnerable to the same traps. So some monsters, like the Guardian Fulgur, and I don't remember the one. It has the most insane name. Like that one is immune to shock traps. Even though you can trap them, you can't actually capture them while they're trapped. Because, electric one, even though he's stunned, he doesn't stay stunned long enough, even if you throw tranq bombs on him and stuff. So you'll need all the trap types. The final ingredient that you'll need is go to the provision stockpile at one of the base camps. I like to manage my supplies purchase, and then you're going to want to buy trap tools. So you'll buy as many of these as you can. And also I need to put them in my item box because my inventory is full. Okay, I don't want to buy 2,000. Holy. We'll buy like 20, okay? So go ahead and buy some of those because you'll need those for the traps as well. Once you have all that, you can go to a pop-up camp or a normal tent. Inside of here, you can go to the crafting list. You can go over to one of these tabs. Will have the net, which you'll need for the pitfall trap. Okay. And then the shock trap just uses trap tool, thunderbug capacitor. Pitfall uses trap tool plus the net. The net uses ivy and spider web. Okay. Then you'll need tranq bombs. You can also use tranq ammo, and you can also use tranq blades if you prefer. I've never done it, but I just go with tranq bombs. So what we're going to do is then use the sleep herbs and parashrooms in order to make more tranq bombs. Now, if things go well, you'll only need 1 or 2 tranq bombs. So now what you need to do is transfer your items, and you need to actually make sure you take these things with you. So we have the tranq bomb. I'm going to put that up here. And then in some cases, depending on the monster, you may want to bring large dung pods in order to separate them from the other monsters. But then you're going to go in here and you're going to look for all your different traps. There's actually a tab for them right here, trap/offense. So you can take those, put that in there, put a shock trap in there. You can only carry one at a time. Also go up here, be sure to rearrange these so they're all in a row, because otherwise it gets really weird when you're like trying to do this all real fast and they're all like in separate places, because you're going to have to menu in order to get to them as far as I'm aware. So now what you're going to do is go find the monster that you want to capture. Now the tricky part is knowing when to capture. So for the demo, I'll just go to one of the most basic things. I'll go to this Chatacabra or Chatacabra. Okay, let's go try this thing out. So now what you're going to do is you're going to proceed to fight it normally, like you would any other time, and you're going to get it weak enough to capture it. Now, there's a way to know when it's weak enough. Let me just skip ahead to when it is. Okay. First thing is your companion might say it's looking weak, almost there. That one should be the correct message. Although I feel like sometimes it said it and it wasn't correct. But then once that happens, you're ready to go. The other way to know is at the bottom left in the little radar, the boss icon will actually have a little skull icon appearing at the top right of it over and over and over again, which you can see right now at the bottom left of the screen. That's the other way to know. The last way is when if the boss decides to move areas to a new area, it may or may not be limping. Which right now, yeah, it's limping right now, right? So those are the 3 indicators to know that it's weak enough. Once it's weak enough, what you're going to do is you're going to hold up the radial menu, and you're going to go through your items, and you're going to get to the shock trap or the pitfall trap, depending on the monster. So in the case of this one's definitely not immune to shock. So we're going to bust out the shock trap. Now, you won't be able to do it while on the back of your secret. So instead, you'll have to get off of this. So he should be done moving here in just a second. I want to make sure this is his final spot. Okay. So we're going to set down a shock trap right on his face. Instead, you could set it down and lure him to it. Afterwards, immediately go to the trank bombs, and then throw 2 trank bombs. Bam, captured. Okay, so that's how to do it. It's a lot harder for the higher level monsters, but same concept will apply. So yeah, I just want to make a quick video for you guys to show you what happens if you capture them, how to capture them, everything you need to know in order to make the traps, just the whole, you know, from start to finish process, and all the caveats I could think of how to know and what to look out for. So hopefully I was able to help you out, guys. If any questions, just leave a comment, I guess. But yeah, now you know how to capture monsters in Monster Hunter Wilds.